Hello guys, thank you for watching this video. It's going to be short and sweet. I aim it to be not more than 15-20 minutes, but we'll see. This video is going to talk to you about how to optimize your productivity in 3 simple but not easy steps. So while we're talking about optimizing productivity, we all as busy professionals and entrepreneurs, we want to be super productive. And what we do, we add up new tasks and we just cannot catch up with our schedule. So I'm talking about optimizing productivity. Optimus from Latin means the best. So what does it mean to have best productivity? Well, in my concept, that means doing less, so putting less input, but getting more outputs. Okay, and we are going to look at the 360 degree in your life and see what is working and what's not working. So this is not a sales video. This is an informational video. I mean, educational video that I hope that you will learn something and you will take out from you for yourself. So let's. I am a visual person, so I love to draw when I speak, and I hope that you will appreciate the clarity of this module and simplicity of it as well. Okay, so what do we want in the end result? Right. So we said that we want to optimize our productivity. I would say, in other words, that means that every day doesn't matter low or high energy I have. I want to wake up and I want to go with my day. I want to go energized. Okay. Let me just add the layer here. Okay. Okay. And I am very grounded to the person, to practical matters, but waking up also has another connotation that, enlightenment and all that kind of stuff. But so this can be a bonus, but I'm talking about physically waking up every morning and feeling energized and ready to go and rock this world. Okay. So what are the three typical problems that we are having then that is going on the way? First problem that I see, and we're going to use red color, that we want to do something more. We want to add a new task, but we don't usually have time. So we're trying to manage time. Okay. And it's a big mistake trying to manage time. What we can manage priorities, we can manage our energy level, and we can manage our focus. The second problem that I see that doesn't help us to be productive and go with our life as we grow, as we age, we eventually get into some kind of a pain or discomfort. I would be surprised if you had, until the middle age and you never had a headache or no sore back of sitting many, many hours in front of your computer or anything like that. So I'm not talking about accidents or injuries, serious injuries, but just the pain that is a tension that we accumulate in our body as we age. So what do we want? We want to age gracefully and to grow younger. Okay. Another problem that it goes on the mental and emotional level, that we just get this kind of chronic state of fatigue. I don't know, like everything is fine. I don't have any pain in my body, but I just feel I'm tired. Okay. So this is what we want to look at on that area. So let's go now. Let's clarify on what do we want. So this is the things that we don't want, right? We don't want to be rushed and feeling that we are always chasing the time and time is running away from us. We don't want to feel pain. We don't want to feel fatigue. So what do we want? We want, first of all, instead of feeling that we are always behind our schedule, we want to have a focus, right? So as we say, like where attention goes, energy flows. And why do we want focus? Because we want clarity. Okay. So focus for clarity. Another big one that we want to have, we of course want to be pain-free. And that, what does it mean? As I said, it would be awesome if we grow, if we age, but we get younger. and it is possible. And what we want to have freedom to use our body the way how we want it, right? And freedom for what? We want freedom for, whoops, sorry, it's the wrong moment. Freedom for confidence, okay? Confidence in movement, okay? From the area of fatigue, when I feel tired, and what do we want to have? Instead of that, I want to have flow, right? And I want to have flow for consistency, because it doesn't really important. It's not really so important just to be energized and like, one day is good, day is not, but consistency is so important for our success. Okay, so you got it. It's a flow for consistency. Okay, so check in with, you can see like the model offers 3 major steps, but I'm going to make it even more simple. Okay, more simple. I want to put only 2 check in with you, 2 steps for you to check in. Okay, so even make it more simple. And there are 2 areas that I would like you to focus for clarity. Number 1 is a big picture vision. Okay. As the science of psychology shows us that the increased in the last 10 years, especially in North America, the rates of suicide and depression doubled among all different age groups, and this is really dramatic numbers. So what that means that, and they found out that we get depressed if we are too much into the zone of me, and poor me, like victimizing ourselves. But if you have that, North Star, if you have that big vision, that is the goal, your mission for your life, that is much bigger than you. And of course, this is as a North Star, you can never reach it. But if you are having this in your mind, then you have a better focus. You have clarity for where you're going. Okay. But then the next step, we are going to wrap up this big dream around the reality. Okay. So what's your plan? What are your steps? How are you going to build the bridge between the gap that where you are now and where you want to be in terms of your North Star? Okay. So the plan is not also enough. You need to measure your success or failures, which we call lessons learned. Okay, so be with me. We want to measure the success. Okay, awesome. How do we measure? As you know, in business, we're very efficient of using KPIs, key performance indicators. So why don't you use it towards your life, towards your goals as well? So it's super important to have some measurable. And what I'm talking about is, I'm into redesigning behavior, and the idea is that you go tiny and you're being very clear in where you're going to. So, but also measuring and celebrating success every little step that you make. Okay, if you just only improve your life like 1% a day, going optimizing your energy level, your productivity, you are on a success path. Okay, so let's go to the second element, freedom for confidence. Again, two big blocks that I want you to check in and do the audit in your life. Is the first one is your physiology. Okay, so I would say, in simple words, this is your body. How are you using your body? How do you move during the day? We all know that the science is that it's not enough just to go and do workout for 1 hour and then sit in front of your computer doing the deep focus work for 8-10 hours. It is important to move the science says every 15 minutes, but find your own rhythm. It can be every 25 minutes, with Pomodoro 25, 5 rest, doing workout, moving your body, going outside. It's very important element during the day. Okay, so this element is we're checking with your physiology, with the body. the body posture during the day and how you use your body during the day. How often do you move your body? By the way, workouts are better to do before 12 p.m. because this is all about our hormones and how the body functions. Of course, the important part of this, the second component that we should never forget is psychology. Or in other words, I would say, like, how aware are you about your body-mind connection? Make sure that you're not using your mind, just your body, just as a vehicle as a transportation vehicle for your brain. Okay, because there's lots of wisdom in our body, and my favorite word that I use is BQ. Is you never heard about BQ. So of course, you heard about IQ, emotional intelligence. Of course, you heard about EQ, emotional intelligence. I'm talking about BQ, body intelligence. Okay. And this is the whole idea about body mind connection. So check in with you. What do you do? Is that your breathing techniques that you're connecting with your body during the day? Do you meditate, maybe just one breath a day? Do you do yoga? If you have any questions about that, you can talk to me separately. And the last element for feeling fatigued and not being in the flow. So we want to not to really test and our willpower. We want to build and redesign our behavior to optimize productivity by building algorithms. If this, then that. If this, then that. So this is where I would like to gather all this information, looking, of course, at the fundamentals of our life, which is sleep, eat, and move. And we're going to, I would suggest you to look into your PM bookend. Okay? And let me write it down right away so that it's not going to be a surprise for you, is AM bookend. Sorry, my pen is behind me. Probably it's because I'm recording video and doing this at the same time. Okay, so again, this is this concept, the model that I have developed. It takes all the best, nice pieces, you know, the most delicious pieces of the modern science of psychology and neuroscience, and which says that we have a limited willpower and we shouldn't really test it. But what we can do, we can control our days and our energy by making sure that we have certain algorithms, rituals in our PM bookend and AM bookend. How do you end your day? And how do you start your day? In PM bookend, check in what is the time when you completely switch off from all of your digital, gadgets from your work, and you switch off completely into quality time with your loved ones, with your family, with your hobbies, something that you nurture your soul and the relationship that you have deep connections, because work is not everything, and you know it, right? What time do you go to sleep? We are so check in with the not only quantity, which is also important, being in bed for 7 to 9 hours, but also quality of sleep. What is the time difference between from the moment when you had your last meal, which should be ideally 4 hours, till the time when you go to bed? Okay, so again, digital, check in with digital sunset, switching off all the gadgets, everything from the being exposed to blue lights. Check in with your complete switch off time and the time when you are spending in bed, which is not the same as time that you spend in sleeping. Okay, and the last but not the least is important is AM bookend. How do you start your day so that you really stay energized and being at your best every moment, moment by moment, winning this day, day by day? I hope, guys, that this quick inventory of 3 major problems that puts us away from optimizing our productivity and being at our best, and also these 3 steps of 6 steps of improving and what you can do and how you can improve. It was helpful to you. And if you have any questions, I will really appreciate to hear any comments, any feedbacks on this model that I'm designing, this based on this concept, I'm designing an online group coaching program, and I would appreciate, as my friends, to hear your feedback and your thoughts about this. Send me a PM message with your comments, and I will be happy to chat or talk to you over the phone. Sending love.